everybody. It's Charis with the Infinite Center. Today I would like to read to you some writing written by Shamanic, or Shama. This information he channeled, and it is knowledge that will definitely help all of us. And I believe personally that it is a vital part of our evolution. So here we go. People most often focus on the wrong part of evolution. It's seen as competition driving evolution, dog eat dog. This is partially true. The larger side of evolution is a cooperative side of evolution, thriving in symbiosis. For example, coral and even our own bodies are made of many different smaller organisms, our cells, working together to form a larger organism, working harmoniously. This part is often looked over because of who we are as people, competition-driven, and our worldview filters how we see the world around us. In actuality, cooperation is far more abundant in nature than competition. We lived in a more symbiotic way before we became arrogant and self-serving. This created lack in our environment, forcing nature to change its strategies for balance. So we could today realize that we are creating the dog-eat-dog world we live in. We need to live in a more symbiotic way so that we and our environment may return to a thriving state of being, not just surviving. Evolution is not linear. No being is any better or worse than any other than its ability to thrive or survive in certain environments. All war and battles are fought over power and or perceived power of one group or person over another group or person. This is a problem created by a falsely perceived hierarchy. This self-perpetuating hierarchy can only be broken by understanding that it is made of many, many hierarchies within hierarchies that go from the perceived top all the way down to countries, then lower to states, then down to counties and businesses, down to the family and even our individual person. This is the key to fixing the problem. We are not all politicians or bosses or billionaires, etc., etc., but we are all people. We cannot change this from the top, although we may be able to from the bottom, because everyone is a person. To stop the war and battles, we must quell the battle within ourselves. First, do not let your logic dominate your intuition, or vice versa. Also, do not let any part of yourself rule over any other part. Balance your sacred feminine and sacred masculine and all other perceived polarities. Allow all to work together in harmony within each of us. Do not intolerate anything but intolerance. Believe in yourselves and each other as you believe in God or a higher power. Do this everyone with everyone in all our roles, and see the world that will be once more. It is also the fallacy of ownership that has kept us back from truly progressing. Everything comes from source, anyhow. All of the creative people are actually channeling. Many inventions have been made that could have helped humanity away from fossil fuels and onto higher ways of attaining energy, if these inventors hadn't been keeping their inventions secret, trying to make as much money on their idea as possible. Then they may not have been killed or subverted. If you have something good, share it. If everyone did this, we would be in a far better world already than we are in now. In a few of my interdimensional experiences, it seemed as if I was riding inside of the rainbow serpent or bridal chamber. I believe it is a basic form the universe uses to construct itself and also allows consciousness to experience and explore anywhere, when, or what. It is like the belly of singularity, which is connected to infinite singularities by worm or snake holes that exist deepest within everything and leads to every where, when, or thing. This singularity matrix is the original internet or web of the universe. It is the cosmic womb to which everything is born from and returns to, and yet always remains connected. We have consciously explored through the singularity. Most of our work has been channeled from the one source, the infinite center. We all know these truths deep down. Sometimes we are able to uncover them by digging deep through the layers we believe to be ourself. There are many, many ways of doing this. One of the biggest ways of realization we have rediscovered is taking the center perspective as your own as much as possible. The center perspective is the perspective in the center of all apparent opposing perspectives, where all the perspectives overlap. This will allow you to see or open up to more truth around you. Also, we realized that your perspective filters the world you perceive. It is self-reinforcing, which can lock people into certain perspectives or beliefs. Don't believe anything I say, or in this case, I say, read, and he wrote. I'm not even 100% sure what I believe. Research for yourself. The truth is far too complex and important for any one person, group, or government. All knowledge comes from and is kept by source consciousness. Wow. So, that's a lot of information for this first video, but I think you guys can handle it. So just let that sink in and give us your thoughts and comments. We love you all infinitely, and until next time. Mwah.